Hello and welcome to today's video. This is going to be my February TBR. We are once again playing the Snakes and Ladders TBR game. I'll quickly go over the basic rules, but if you want to see the full rules, go in detail on absolutely everything, I'll link January's video up there and there's a whole full rule section. But the very basics is we start on the spot that we finished the previous month at, and we have an 8-sided die, and I start out with rolling it 6 times, and if I land on a colourful square, whatever colour that square is links to a type of prompt, and I pick a card out of that prompt pile and get a prompt and have to pick a book to fulfill the prompt to read. So I start off with rolling 6 times, which will give me 6 prompts and therefore 6 books. However, if I land on a snake, I have to go down the snake and add a roll, and if I land on a ladder, I get to go up the ladder and minus a roll. Those are the very basics of the rules. You don't really need to know anything else. If you've ever played Snakes and Ladders before, you'll probably, come along with it. You'll get the idea. It's pretty simple. But if you are interested and you do want to know more, that video will be linked up above. So yeah, that's the very basics. I think we can just get into it. So first of all, I am taking part in a few things in February. Those are the buzzword reading challenge that I'm doing throughout the whole year. The prompt for February is positive words, so that should be pretty easy to fulfill. I'm not really worried about picking anything in particular, and I'm pretty sure I can get positive words on the TBR, so that's no problem at all. That will be fulfilled. Then I'm also going to start taking part in the Literally Dead book club. I've never actually read a book for the book club before. I have read some of the books they've read in the book club, but not for the book club, so this year I'm going to try and do it. And yeah, the book club book for February is Out There Screaming, edited by Jordan Peele, so I'm going to be trying to get that on the TBR. You'll see very shortly that's quite easy to do. And then the other things that I'm doing in February, there's quite a few, they are adding up. There is a readathon happening called Jante's Inferno, which is taking place, oh Christ, what day is that? I can't remember the days. 8 to 10 days during February. I will have the dates pop up somewhere and have that linked down below. All of this stuff that I'm talking about that I'm partaking in will be linked down below, so if you want more information you can find it. But yeah, so I'm going to try and do the Jante's Inferno, which is a load of prompts. I'm not worrying about fulfilling books during the TBR for this because it only takes place over a certain amount of days. To be perfectly honest, I'm planning on reading a few graphic novels this month, and I'm hoping that they will fulfill most of the prompt, and I might make a vlog out of it. If I make a vlog out of it, I'll have that linked up above when it's up. But yeah, that might be fun to do, so I might end up doing that. And then what else? Okay, so we also have the first, well, last month was technically the first month, but because you get 2 months to read every book, I'm just taking the second month as the month to read it in. So it is the Fits Along, and it started in January, so still on the first book, and the first book to read for that is Assassin's Apprentice. This is the first book in the whole Robin Hobb Fits world. So yeah, really excited to get that one in. I'm going to try and get that on the TBR. And is there anything else? Oh, a book that, I mean, I haven't officially got it on the TBR, but the other thing is there is a book called Gracing, which is the first pick for the Heather and Jay's Novel Encounters book club for the year, and although it is quarterly, I'm thinking I will want to start that by the end of Feb to be able to properly have a good reading time of it and really make notes and make sure that there's enough to talk about during the first ever live show we're doing, which is quite daunting. So I want to make sure that I've read it, really understand it, and really know what I'd like to talk about. So I'll probably try and at least start that by the end of Feb. I think that is everything I'm taking part in during February. So first of all, I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. I'm pretty sure that I've completed January's TBR, and if you've watched January's TBR video, then you will know that a way for me to try and complete my TBRs is I've introduced rewards and punishments. So if I complete it, I get a reward. If I don't, I get a punishment. Now technically, as we are speaking, I still have 1 book left to finish, but I've read 20%. I enjoyed what I was reading. It's the Kindle book from last month that I'm still reading, and honestly my Kindle died, so it's on charge now. I can literally see it's on my desk on charge. So over the next few days I will finish that. It is the 24th as I'm recording this, so I've still got 6-7 days to read like 80% of that book, and it's just a book of short stories, so I'm confident I can finish it before. So I'm going to pick a reward. So yeah, let's get the reward picked. Okay, so the counter is back where we finished off last month, but first of all, let's pick a reward. Oh, okay. So that is, can swap one prompt for a book club book. So, as you'll have just seen, I did pick the reward, and the reward was can swap one prompt for a book club book. So yeah, as I said earlier, it's not going to be difficult to get the book club book in. It's just whichever prompt I decide to swap it out for. Obviously, I have already done these rolls, so I now know what's happening. So yeah, no worries, we're getting it in there. So yeah, we've got this that we can use to swap out any prompt at any point. So maybe let's just get into the rolls. Okay, roll number 1 is a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That is orange, which is genre-ish, and the genre is seasonally appropriate book. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Okay, so roll number 1 was genre-ish, and the prompt is seasonally appropriate book. Now, although this is a fine prompt and I could probably figure out something wintry to read, I'm not going to. Honestly, this is slight spoiler, I guess, for how this video is going to go. But we've got some really good, really easy to fulfill prompts this month. This is actually the most difficult to fulfill prompt for me, so I'm swapping it out straight away with the reward prompt. So for this first roll, swapped out with the reward prompt, I'm going to be reading Out There Screaming, edited by Jordan Peele. There are absolutely loads of authors who've contributed to this collection. You can pause and read if you'd like to read further. But yeah, this is a horror anthology. I don't know much about it, honestly. I don't think I've ever even watched any of the things that Jordan Peele has been in, to be honest. Like, I'm not really a comedy person, and I'm pretty sure it's all comedy, I think. But yeah, I do enjoy horror. I've been dabbling my toes into it. I've been dabbling in it, and last year I think I read 3 or 4 horror books, and none of them got below 3 stars, so I'm calling that a win. And yeah, I'm still figuring out exactly what sort of horror I like, exactly what I like in horror, what I'm looking for, and I'm excited to see whether this book does that. So yeah, that is the first book on. Obviously I can't tell you much about it because it's loads of little short story anthology bits, so I don't know what any particular one is about, but I'm excited to read it. And this is for the Literally Dead book club, is the book club that this fits for. Roll number 2, oh, all the way over there, is another 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which is yellow, which is type, and the type prompt is a paperback. Okay, yes, also very nice and easy one. Now, talking about fits for oh god, okay, let's ignore how bad that joke was. Second prompt, we got type, and the type was paperback. So to get this in, to get this fitted nice and easily, I am picking Assassin's Apprentice. This is the first book in the Farseer trilogy, and this is for the Fitz along. Yeah, our main character is Fitz. I feel like I've said enough. I have started reading this before. Let's see how far I got in. I got to page 14 the previous time, and I don't know why I stopped reading it. It looks like, well, I'm gonna have to take all these tabs out because I never wrote what they were for. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I really want to get into Robin Hobb, really want to read some of this series. I do think I would really like it. I really do like fantasy. I really like big series that I can get myself into. So I'm excited for this. Don't know too much about it. I have managed to stay away from spoilers. I do know that it's essentially there's 15-16 books in this, but it's split into 5 series that do technically continue on from each other. And I do know that the Fitz books are series 1, which is this is the first book of series 1, series 3 and series 5, and I do know there's quite big time jumps between them. And that's pretty much all I know. Oh, and that series 2 and 4 are Serenian ships. So yeah, that's all I really know. On the back it says Fitz is a royal bastard cast out into the world with only his magical link with animals for solace and companionship. But when Fitz is adopted into the royal household, he must give up his old ways and learn a new life. weaponry, scribing, courtly manners, and how to kill a man secretly. Meanwhile, raiders ravage the coast, leaving the people forged and soulless. As Fitz grows towards manhood, he will have to face his first terrifying mission, a task that possesses as much risk to himself as it does to his target, for Fitz is a threat to the throne, but he may also be the key to the future of the kingdom. Excited, intrigued, definitely want to know more, so yeah, we will be finding out more. So yeah, really good TBR so far, really excited about this. Roll number 3 is a 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is purple, and purple is visual. Our visual prompt is a purple cover. Okay, I have a book in mind for this too. Then roll number 3, we got visual, and the visual is purple cover. So the book that I picked for this, honestly, like, I'm really happy with this. Like, I'm very pleased that I managed to get this on the TBR. It is so purple, and that is Delilah Green Doesn't Care. And I'm also going to use the word care for our positive word for the buzzword challenge, because, you know, care is positive word, care. We're going to ignore that it says doesn't in front of. But yeah, really happy with this, because, like, this is one of the books that I had, like, knowledge that could fit for this as well, and it's got such a purple cover, and I'm really hoping to do some sort of romance vlog during February. So yeah, very excited about this one. I know next to nothing about it. I know that it is a romance book. I know it's a romance book that I think I'll enjoy. I don't know what's given me that conclusion. Let's read the back of it and find out. Delilah Green swore she would never go back to Bright Falls. Nothing is there for her but memories of a lonely childhood. Her life now is in New York, with her photography career finally gaining steam and her bed never empty. Sure, it's a different woman every night, but that's just fine with her. When Delilah's estranged stepsister pressures her into photographing her wedding, Delilah finds herself back in Bright Falls once more. She plans to breeze in and out, but then she sees Claire Sutherland, her stepsister's stuck-up bestie, and decides that maybe there's some fun and a little retribution to be had after all. As a busy single mother, Claire depends upon a life without surprises, and Delilah Green is an unwelcome surprise at first. But when they're forced together during the many wedding preparations, Claire isn't sure she has the strength to resist Delilah's charms. Even worse, she's starting to think she doesn't want to. Okay, I think I know why I might like this. One, it's small town. I do tend to like small towns, and like that's a nice vibe. Like, honestly, I feel like most people who have grown up watching Gilmore Girls and loving that are now at this point in life loving small town stuff. And then also both of our characters feel like hopefully they will be very flushed out and have their own shit going on. Like, it won't just be about a romance. Like, I think the only times I've really liked romances is when like the romance is just a part of it, there's other stuff going on as well. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. There are, you know, there's a few minor things that I've read off the bat that I'm like, okay, like that could work, that could work, that could work, and I'm hopeful. So yeah, look forward to that video coming out at some point in February. Hopefully I'll get it up before Valentine's Day, but we will have to wait and see. It's going to be me giving romance books another chance, because I don't have the best time with them at the moment. Roll number 4 is another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was a close call, but we did end up on the yellow, which is type, and the type prompt is a debut. Okay, I'll need to do a little bit of research, but I'm sure I own a debut book somewhere. Okay, and then roll number 4, we got type, and the type is debut. So the debut book that I'm going to be reading is Nod by Adrienne Barnes. This is a very short little horror book that I found in a charity shop for, I think, £1. I think I paid £1 for this in a charity shop the other week, and I couldn't believe it. This has been on my Amazon wishlist for ages and ages. So yeah, very happy to have found it. I think it sounds really interesting, and like I said, I am trying to understand what I like about like the horror thrillery genres. I know that I do like them, I know I can like them, but I don't like it all, and I'm trying to like pinpoint and figure out what exactly I'm looking for and what exactly I want. And this one sounds very interesting. So on the back we have: dawn breaks over Vancouver and no one in the world has slept the night before. Or almost no one. A few people, perhaps 1 in 10,000, can still sleep, and they've all shared the same golden dream. After 6 days of absolute sleep deprivation, psychosis will set in. After 4 weeks, the body will die. In the interim, panic ensues and a bizarre new world arises in which those previously on the fringes of society take the lead. Paul, a writer, continues to sleep while his partner, Tanya, disintegrates before his eyes, and the new world swallows the old one whole. I think it's going to be like a horror, but it also sounds like very like near dystopian, like dystopian, but like dystopian that could happen soon rather than like dystopian that happens a few hundred years away. And yeah, I'm really intrigued by it. I think it sounds really good and I'm really intrigued to see where it goes, and like, is there going to be a solution? Is it going to be a mystery? Like, we have to look for a solution for this? Is it just going to be all these horrible things happening? I don't know. I don't know how fulfilled or how open-ended it will be, and I'm very excited to give it a try. And then role number 5, which is potentially our penultimate role. We haven't really done anything too bad so far, so let's go for it. Is a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you can't actually see that dice. It's a 4. There we go. So that is orange, which is genre-ish again, and the genre-ish prompt is LGBTQIA+. Yes, we can definitely do this one too. Although the book I had in mind for the purple cover would also be the book I had initially think of for this one, but I'm sure we can find one. Then role number 5, we've got another genre-ish prompt and the genre-ish. I think both our genre prompts have been on the ish side, not the actual genre side this month, but it is LGBTQIA+. And look, I'm so happy and so excited that I've managed to get this on, because I've been waiting to read it since December, and that is Heartstopper Volume 5. This is the penultimate Heartstopper graphic novel. There is going to be one more volume coming out, but yeah, I'm so excited to read volume 5. I haven't read them in quite a while, so I think a reread might be in order. I love the Heartstopper graphic novels. They're so cute, they're so fun, but they also tackle like serious things in a very, I don't know a good word for it, but like a lovely way. There's always a hopefulness, there's always like a very like soft-handed, like gentle, like lovely response to everything going on. So yeah, really can't wait to get my hands on volume 5. Well, not my hands on, get my eyes on, I guess. Yeah, get my eyes on. I don't know, I'm excited for this one, in case you can't tell. I'm struggling to actually word it. So yeah, if you don't know anything about Heartstopper, we have Nick and Charlie, and in book 1, 2 boys meet, 2 boys becomes friends. Can 2 boys become more? Yeah, it's very cute, it's very sweet, it's very lovely, and it's also got a TV adaptation, which is amazing. I think volumes 1, 2 and 3 have so far been adapted, and it's so good. So yeah, can't wait for more of that to come out, hopefully soon as well. So yeah, that was role number 5. Okay, our 6th and final role, I don't think that we can even get to a snake. I think we could actually get to that one actually, but hopefully our final role number 6, is a 2. 1, 2, and that is green, which is other, and the other prompt is human main character. Okie dokie. Then role number 6, which ended up being our final role. We didn't hit any snakes, well, or any ladders this month, but we just completely got through the board, and role number 6 we got other, and the other prompt is human main character. For this one I decided to go for another romance book for that romance vlog I was talking about, and that is Get a Life, Chloe Brown. A few reasons I think I'm gonna like this one. One, I don't think this is mentioned anywhere on the back, and hopefully it's not just to make the cover look cuter, but it does look like there's gonna be a cat, and I love cats. Yeah, they actually haven't come and joined this video at all. They haven't even come upstairs, so very surprising. But you know, if you're a frequent viewer, you'll know it is very common for the cats to come and say hello. So yeah, I think just the fact that there are, well, is potentially a cat in this is gonna increase my likelihood of liking it. But it's also got a lot of representation, and again, it looks like it's going to be a book where yes, there will be romance, but there will be something else as well. So on the back it says, Chloe Brown is a chronically ill computer geek with a goal, a plan and a list. After almost but not quite dying, she's come up with a list of directives to help her get a life. Enjoy a drunken night out, ride a motorbike, go camping, have meaningless but thoroughly enjoyable sex, travel the world with nothing but hand luggage, and do something bad. But it's not easy being bad, even when you've written out step-by-step guidelines. What Chloe needs is a teacher, and she knows just the man for the job. Redford Red Morgan. With tattoos and a motorbike, Red is the perfect helper in her mission to rebel. But as they spend more time together, Chloe realises there's much more to him than his tough exterior implies. Soon, she's left wanting more from him than she's ever expected. Maybe there's more to life than her list ever imagined. It sounds like it's actually going to be cute and could be a type of cute that I enjoy. Like, yeah, I don't know, I have very high hopes for this. Look, I've had a bad time with like trying to read these romances. I've found 2 in total that I liked, and those were the first 2 I ever read, and everyone since has been shit. So I'm trying not to have my expectations too high, but this sounds really good and like I could really enjoy it, so hopefully I do. So yeah, those are the 6 books that are on the official TBR for the month. I am hoping to read 2 to 3 more than this maybe. Well, actually quite a few more, because I will be rereading the Heartstopper graphic novels, I think, as well. But yeah, we'll hopefully read a few more than this, but these are the 6 I need to read to complete my TBR. And I'm very, very excited about that. I do think that I've fulfilled everything I needed to fulfill in terms of what I'm hoping to join in with this month. So yeah, hopefully that's all sorted and done. I do not think I have anything else to add. Yeah, that's it, we're done. That's the TBR. I do really hope that you've enjoyed the video. Please do give the video a like if you like it. Let me know down in the comments below if you've read any of these books, if you think I like them, if you think I won't like them, or, you know, just anything at all, basically. Chat to me down below, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.